Hello, welcome to Spirit of Innovation, local magazine-style news and information brought to you by nonprofit JDS Creative Academy. In today's episode, we learn why our children are experiencing more depression and what we can do about it.
There's definitely been an increase in teen depression in the last 5 to 10 years, just due to the lack of coping and adaptive skills that our kids were taught.
We find out how county officials plan to use tourism to revitalize the region.
This continued program will provide funding for the Visit Greater Palm Springs and Temecula Valley Convention and Visitors Bureau, also known as Visit Temecula Valley, whose primary functions are to grow tourism.
Reality Rally makes its return for its 10-year anniversary. Spirit of Innovation looks at how bringing reality stars to Temecula benefits those fighting cancer.
It's for some reason bigger than themselves and know that they're making a difference in the lives of others, because going through cancer is so tough.
We also share the need to know, did you know, and good to know, along with local community news and information. All this and more. I'm Mia Dignan, and this is Spirit of Innovation. Thanks for joining us. Now for the need to know. Riverside County residents struggling to meet their mortgage obligations are invited to apply for financial help through the California Mortgage Relief Program. This program is meant to provide relief payments for homeowners who haven't recovered from economic hardships caused by the COVID-19 shutdowns. The state recently designated Mead Valley an environmental justice community due to its low income status and poor air quality. This designation requires the county to implement improvements to benefit the entire community. County Supervisor Kevin Jeffrey's office is proposing the planting of hundreds of trees, and they're looking for a local nonprofit organization to help. In a recent report by the Federal Trade Commission, it was revealed that 1 in 10 adults will become a victim of scam or fraud. SOI correspondent Roman Hill is here to tell you what you need to know about spotting a scam before falling for one.
Thanks, Mia. Scams are a real issue, but knowing how to identify them will keep you from becoming a victim. If you're looking for employment, be cautious when applying and accepting offers. Don't assume a job listing is genuine because you saw it on a legitimate job website. If you suspect something is a scam, report it to the site. Be careful of listings that claim no experience or skills are required, or if you are asked to pay upfront for materials or training. As a general rule, thoroughly research the company before applying. Phone calls are still one of the biggest avenues scammers use. In fact, in recent months, Riverside County Sheriff Department has warned residents to be aware of a scam going around in which victims are threatened with arrest if they don't send money to pay fines. Be assured that Sheriff's Department would never call asking for payment in exchange for deleting a warrant or preventing an arrest. When it comes to receiving phone calls, don't answer your phone if you don't recognize the number, and immediately block anyone that seems suspicious. If you've already answered the phone, pay attention to what's being asked of you. If anyone asks for passwords or bank details, hang up immediately. If you have any doubts at all, call the company back on their legitimate phone number. And of course, emails and text messages are another way scammers bait their victim. Don't click any links in an unsolicited email or text message. Look up the company's phone number on your own and call the company to ask if they made the request. Thoroughly examine email or web addresses. Often scammers use slight spelling differences to trick your eye and gain your trust. Be careful what you download. Never open an email attachment from someone you don't know. The FBI has already reported a growing number of COVID-19 related scams in the form of fake CDC emails and fraudulent charitable organizations. Always do your research before clicking on any links claiming to have information on the virus or donating to any charity online. Hopefully these tips will help you become more alert and take necessary precautions to ensure you don't end up a victim of fraud. Back to you, Mia.
Thanks, Roman, for that helpful advice. We all need to be extra careful these days. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, which makes it the perfect time to support those who may suffer from mental illness and their families. According to mentalhealthamerica.org, depression in our youth is on the rise, and in California, 459,000 children experienced at least one major depressive episode last year. We spoke with pediatric neuropsychologist Dr. Sarah Allen to find out what's causing depression in our kids and the best ways to help them.
There's definitely been an increase in teen depression in the last 5 to 10 years, specifically in the last couple years with the pandemic as well. But I think we were seeing an increase prior to that too, just due to the lack of coping and adaptive skills that our kids were taught. And actually, I think the pandemic really showed us the lack of skills that these kids had going into something so significant for them. We've actually seen almost a 25% increase in symptoms of anxiety and depression, as well as diagnoses of anxiety and depression, according to the research in younger kids under 11. And then we've seen even a bigger jump, almost 30% in kids ages 12 to 17.
Parents need to know that young children and teens express depression and anxiety differently.
When it comes to 2 through about 7, you're starting to think about their outbursts or their tantrums, and you can start to see if that is due to some underlying emotion. And as they get older, sometimes you start to see that more and more. Other kids might show anxiety in the form of just getting kind of mean. So they might start to fight you. They might start to yell and complain about everything around them. In the teenage years, we tend to see more withdrawal. They stop doing the things that they really like to do. They might go to the room often. Major causes of depression and stress in our kids and our teens have to do with a number of factors. One is genetic predisposition to having depression. Kids dealing with chronic illness, that can increase the likelihood of them having some mental health issues as well. Lack of coping and adaptive strategies going into stressful events can also be an issue for our kids. The way to help keep your kids' brains healthy and stress-free is to work on mental health foundations. That means doing a couple things. The first is identifying emotions, and not just simple emotions. And sometimes we have multiple emotions at one time, and that's okay. The second one is identifying emotion management techniques. So this could be breathing, this could be journaling, this could be exercising, talking to a friend, talking to a parent, talking to a teacher. And the third is normalizing the ebb and flow of emotions. So we don't always feel good, and that is okay. And that what they feel at that particular moment may not be the way that they feel in a minute, or in 5 minutes, or in a day. Because in the way our brain works, we have to have insight in order to make change and to be able to manage anything. And then we also want to monitor them to make sure that things are not getting worse than they already are. So these are times to not let our kids be alone, to really watch and listen for the silence, and listen for anything that's happening with them, and encourage them to really start to find forms of expression to speak out loud versus keeping things inside.
Being there for our children is more important than ever, and encouraging open communication will help all of us do just that.
If you want more mental health advice from Dr. Sarah, just go to our website for links to her book, website, and podcast. Vacations are back on the map, and so is Riverside County. COVID-19 brought an unfortunate decline to the region's tourism industry. But thanks to Riverside County's tourism recovery campaign, Temecula Valley and Greater Palm Springs are preparing for an influx of visitors as summer approaches. People are finding their way back to our endless blue skies and rocky trails.
Riverside County offers a wide range of experiences, and its close proximity to the beach, theme parks, and big cities makes it a perfect vacation destination.
Both the Temecula Valley and the Greater Palm Springs area are huge, popular tourist destinations. The Coachella Valley has so much to offer, from mountains to stunning vistas in all directions, lush palm groves. incredible shopping and gaming, over 100 golf courses, and the weather is an obvious plus with more than 300 days of sunshine each year. And then specifically in the Temecula Valley, there's really something for everyone, from wine tasting and winery tours to dining, equestrian, hot air ballooning, golfing, the list goes on, gaming, shopping, and so much more.
Tourism is a critical component in Riverside County's economy through its direct and indirect job creation, sales, occupancy tax, and tax revenue.
In 2021, Visit California did a study from years 2020 and years prior, and the study estimated that the hospitality industry in Riverside County generated over 86,000 jobs. In 2019, in the Temecula Valley, there were an estimated 3.4 million visitors with a travel spend of $1.1 billion. And in the Coachella Valley, the destination hosted 14.1 million visitors with a total economic impact of $7.5 billion. COVID-19 had a very dramatic impact on the tourism industry in Riverside County. In 2020, Temecula Valley had 1.9 visitors. It was down 55%. Tourism spending was a little over $520 million, down by 53.8% from that previous year. And there was a loss of 2,700 tourism jobs, which was an overall decline of almost 30%. In the Coachella Valley, the COVID-19 pandemic weighed heavily on visitor volume. Visitor volume to Greater Palm Springs went from 14.1 million visitors to 8.6 million, down 38.6% in 2019.
In March of this year, the Riverside County Board of Supervisors approved the Tourism Recovery Campaign, an effort to rebuild the county's tourism industry.
The effort initially allocated $1.5 million of CARES Act funding for the campaign, and more recently, the Board of Supervisors approved over $2.1 million of the county's economic recovery ARPA allocation. This continued program will provide funding for the Visit Greater Palm Springs and Temecula Valley Convention and Visitors Bureau, also known as Visit Temecula Valley, whose primary functions are to grow tourism and convention center and conference activities in the county and support the hospitality industries overall. As far as conventions and things of that nature, the venues are getting more and more requests. We are so happy to see that. We know that hotel rooms are harder to come by and they are booking up, and which means prices are going up and all that. So that's a good sign that there is a lot of activity, and I think everybody's really happy to get out there and feel normal again.
It's so exciting to hear all about the efforts to revitalize the county and welcome tourists back to the area. Big events have already begun in Temecula. On April 26th, Visit Temecula Valley staged what they hoped would be the world's largest relay toast and break the Guinness World Book of Records of 1,300 people. About 960 people showed up, which was enough to break the record for the largest wine toast in the United States, beating Napa Valley. Fun was had by all, and the event successfully brought attention to Temecula's revitalization since the COVID shutdown. The yearly Reality Rally is also making a return after a 2-year hiatus. This event brings over 100 reality TV stars to Temecula, who come to participate in Reality Rally and raise money for Michelle's Place Cancer Resource Center, earning Reality Rally founder Jillian Larson a Visit Temecula Ambassador Award in 2013 for generating tourism in the area. Spirit of Innovation shines a spotlight on this event and how one woman's impossible vision went from a dream to, well, a reality. In 2008, when Jillian Larson became the oldest contestant to compete on Survivor, she knew the experience would impact her life, but she didn't anticipate how.
I tried for, 8 years to get on. I got on, so I get booted off Survivor, and I have a 5-week vacation. So while I'm on this vacation, I'm walking through the jungle, and so I suddenly realized that I had this magnificent opportunity in my hands to do something with it. I realized that now we are all public figures, and I could do something. So I created Reality Rally in the jungle of Gabon, while I was off for those 5 weeks.
Reality Rally is now a major 3-day fundraising weekend where the public interacts with their favorite reality stars at events in Temecula's wine country and during amazing race-style challenges in the city's old town.
It started off with me in the jungle of Africa, and it has grown to well over 400 volunteers. And that was a big part of the idea. What kind of fun can we have raising money for Michelle's Place, but using anybody in the town who wanted to be involved?
Why did you choose exactly Michelle's Place to be the beneficiary?
Michelle was a young woman who passed away at 26 because she was misdiagnosed with a breast lump when she was 19. And Michelle's Place does the most amazing work. They just celebrated their 20th year, and they have provided over 180,000 services to people at no cost to support them through that tragic, horrible, scary journey of cancer. We have raised well over $500,000 for Michelle's Place, and we intend to continue. It's for some reason bigger than themselves, and know that they're making a difference in the lives of others, because going through cancer is so tough.
The reality stars who participate enjoying making this difference by parlaying their reality show fame into fundraising gold.
We've had up to 110 reality stars come from a variety of shows. Survivor, Amazing Race, Big Brother, Hell's Kitchen, Chopped, Naked and Afraid. They have to raise money to be here. It's not just fun, it is fun for funds.
I was doing a charity event, golf tournament at Temecula, and that's how I first heard about Reality Rally. And I just felt like jumping on board. I mean, God gives you a good platform, use it for good. I was on Supermarket Superstar, and in 2016, I was in Farmer's Market Flip. First show, Supermarket Superstar, was about home recipe and bringing it to market. And with that, I won $10,000 with my jerk barbecue sauce. The second experience was with Rosie O'Connor at Rancho Grill, and we did a farmer's market flip. Basically, we went to different stands and got ingredients in order to make a dish, and the people chose, and we won that one too.
Zamora Hull has participated in Reality Rally every year since 2014.
Obviously, as a woman and as a mom, it was very important to me to help with this cause. And after meeting Michelle's parents and all the people that work there and all the volunteers that help with Reality Rally, I just felt like I could also contribute.
Every time I think, how can I keep doing this? It's like, oh my gosh, I'm getting older by the day. And I think, why can I not do this? Is there any reason why I cannot? I have the support of the town, of the city, of the valley, of the volunteers. Why would I want to stop doing it unless I have to? For now, it's so much easier doing a mammoth event than dealing with cancer of any kind.
Reality Rally is happening May 5th, 6th, and 7th. Everyone is welcome to Old Town to cheer on the teams. Who knows, you just might meet your favorite reality star. Now it's time for our Good to Know, where we talk about community events, heartwarming news, and general good to know topics and information. Here is JDS Creative Academy intern Aaron Perris to start us off.
Baseball fans, don't miss out on some fun with Lake Elsinore Storm games. The exciting 2022 season is happening now through the end of summer. Make sure you keep an eye out for a few of our GDS participants helping out by interning at Storm Stadium this season. Get ready for this one, shoppers. The city of Murrieta is introducing a program to encourage customers to shop locally. Through the Shop Local Incentive Program, the city will offer a bonus gift card to patrons when they purchase an e-gift card from participating Murrieta businesses. The program is set to launch this summer and is expected to last until the end of 2026.
Do you love to walk your dog? Join the Pet Walk on Saturday, May 7th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the levee of the Diamond Stadium in Lake Elsinore. The free 1.5-mile scenic walk will begin promptly at 9 a.m. and a raffle will take place at the conclusion of the event. Don't forget to show Mom some extra TLC this Mother's Day, Sunday, May 8th. If she enjoys the outdoors, why not take her on an easy hike at Diamond Valley Lake's Wildflower Trail? It's a great way to spend some time together while getting some exercise. Entry fees are only $4 per person. Or you can go for free by visiting your local library. That's right, the Riverside County Library System is currently handing out free passes to more than 200 California state parks, lakes, beaches, and monuments. The passes can be checked out for 2 weeks and are available from every branch.
The city of Temecula is proud to celebrate World Day for Cultural Diversity by hosting the first Temecula Culture Fest on Saturday, May 21st. This free community event will include live music, dancing, special performances, and food vendors. Also on May 21st, you can meet Moreno Valley's finest firefighters and police officers at the 7th Annual Public Safety Expo. This free family-friendly event offers hands-on exhibits and exciting demonstrations. It's sure to be a fun-filled day.
Come help give the gift of life. Join us here at JDS Creative Academy on May 27th with Livestream Blood Bank. All donors in May and June will receive a special apron. Make your appointment today and we hope to see you here. Honor the brave men and women who have given the ultimate sacrifice on Memorial Day, Monday, May 30th. There will be a special remembrance ceremony at Wheatfield Park in Menifee, 10 a.m. till noon. Attendees will be given flowers to place around the memorial.
The City of Wildomar's Memorial Day service takes place at Wildomar Cemetery District and will include the presentation of colors, keynote speakers, and the playing of taps. The City of Murrieta will also host a Memorial Day observance ceremony on Monday, May 30th at 8 a.m. It will take place at Town Square Park.
The Temecula Balloon and Wine Festival is back for some more summer fun. This fun-filled 3-day event takes place June 3rd, 4th, and 5th at Lake Skinner Regional Park. You can enjoy early morning hot air balloon flights, an evening balloon glow, wine tastings, live music, craft beer as well, and over 150 vendors. Old Town Temecula has a music festival coming to town on June 11th and 12th. The huge parking lot at the Stampede will transform into a fun-filled outdoor festival featuring a large stage with national artists like Nelly, Uncle Cracker, and country artist Tyler Rich. This episode has a theme of inclusion, and we continue that with the recognition of Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. In honor of these pioneers who laid the foundation of life in America, Spirit of Innovation explores the inspiring story of the Hirata House in downtown Riverside. Here's SOI team member Annette Lozano with more.
This building may look like an average house in a typical neighborhood, but it holds a powerful story about a family fighting for civil rights and racial acceptance.
The house was purchased by the immigrant Hirata family. It took 2 years, but the Hiratas prevailed in Riverside Superior Court and were allowed to keep their house. And the reason was that the house was actually deeded in the names of their American-born children, who were just toddlers at the time. So the judge ruled in favor of their 14th Amendment rights. The significance of the house lies in that it was the first case to be successful in breaking down those laws that were exclusionary and racist.
In 1994, the Hirata House was established as a National Historic Landmark, and in January of this year, it was declared a State Historic Landmark by the California Office of Historic Preservation.
And that's important because it was actually the state of California that sued the Hirata family back in 1916. So to have come full circle and receive recognition for the historic importance of this site from the state is significant. There are still communities and peoples facing racist and other exclusionary practices in society that are still not being treated with liberty and justice for all. So it's important for us to keep telling this story and to tell it in the place where it happened so that people can feel it and understand it in a way that would not be the same reading in a book.
The Museum of Riverside and the Hirata House Foundation holds various programs to raise funds and spread awareness of the importance of the historic home. What is planned for the future of the Harada House?
So our intention is to begin a process of rehabilitating the site so that it can be seen by the public, so that we can allow people in. Right now it's in a very compromised state and it's not safe to enter the house. It'll be a multi-year process. 4 to 5 years is what the architects have told us. And we are fortunate to have received close to $8 million in funding to address the rehabilitation of this house and to build the interpretive center, which will be next door.
Sharing stories about the challenges faced by Asian immigrants in Riverside County can help preserve their heritage and pave the way towards a better future for all.
If you would like to learn more about the Harada House and ways to get involved, visit our website for more information, as well as links to other stories about Asian American history in Riverside County. We are still celebrating over here at JDS Creative Academy after recently being recognized by the Temecula Valley Chamber as the Nonprofit of the Year as the Emerald 2021 Award. JDS finds joy in serving our community and building pathways for others. Congratulations to all the other nominees and winners. DigiFest 2022, Temecula Valley's biggest 3-day digital media festival, was a huge success. Thank you to all of our sponsors, the JDS Creative Academy team, our keynote speakers and performers, and to all of those that attended and submitted entries. Big congratulations to the Digi Award winners. Check out this video capturing the weekend's highlights. Join us on Saturday, May 21st at 6:30 p.m. and Sunday, May 22nd at 2 p.m. here at the JDS Studios for the JDS Creative Academy Spring Showcase, which includes the production of West Side Story and designs from the Spring Fashion Design class. Check out this sneak peek. Want to keep your kids busy this summer? JDS Creative Academy has a fun script-to-stage summer camp for ages 10 and up. Over 2 weeks, campers will write, improv, rehearse, and perform an original play. They also build the sets, props, and costumes. Camp is 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, with half-day options for non-actors. The fun kicks off June 13th through the 24th. Visit our website to get all the details. Don't miss the SOI training crew on radio station 102.5 The Vine 7 days a week with the JDS Creative Academy Community Spotlight. You can also catch the SOI crew live streaming episodes of the SOI Update and co-hosting our new podcast, SOI Talk, coming out soon. Our next Spirit of Innovation episode drops on June 30th. Until then, SOI out.